Hey guys, Tim here from Droid Life, and today we are at the OnePlus event to show off the One. The party is being hosted by the Cyanogen Inc. crew, so we got Steve here, a whole bunch of other guys from the Cyanogen team. So here it is, the One. You know there are a few other devices out there titled the One, but this is the One from OnePlus. And here's the back. So this is the 16 gigabyte version in white, and there will also be a black version. And there are swappable backs for. I think there's a denim, there's a wood, there's a carbon fiber. So there's a lot of customization options you can do for this. So these backs are removable. However, it does not have a removable battery, which is unfortunate, but apparently the battery life is great, even though I can't exactly pinpoint the milliamp hour, the size of the battery. I'm sure you could do a quick Google search of that though. In terms of specs, it has an Snapdragon 801 processor, clocked at 2.5 gigahertz, with 3 gigs of RAM, 13 megapixel back-facing camera, 5.1 inch 1080p display. It's 1920 by 1080. And basically, I mean, it's essentially running kind of a stock Android ROM. It's running Cyanogen. So those boys they take AOSP and then they make whatever tweaks they want. So what they've done is they've built in a complete theme engine. They've built in a lot of different settings. For example, you can change between on-screen buttons and capacitive buttons right here on the bottom. I'm only doing this with one hand, so you'll have to excuse me if I can't do everything I want to show you. But there's different theme packs, styles, icon sets, font sets, wallpaper sets, boot animations, sound packs, pretty much exactly what you would expect from a custom ROM experience on Android. So it's pretty nice so far. From what I can tell with the device after having it for like 20 minutes, I think it's definitely a step in the right direction in terms of getting the custom ROM community kind of out in the limelight. With people being actually able to buy a device that is easily unlockable. So along here, we'll do a quick hardware tour. Along the bottom here we have dual speakers. I don't know if it's like the Nexus 5 or one of them is kind of a faux speaker, but there's also a micro USB port. There is a microphone, zoom in there. We have volume rocker here on the left side, so volume up and down. You have your SIM right there. Along the top we have microphone and 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, and then power button right there along the right side. On the back there's another noise cancelling mic. We have our 13 megapixel camera, dual LED, OnePlus One logo, Cyanogen logo, and with their nice fancy new logo, designed by OnePlus, assembled in China. So right here they're telling me this is a prototype device and anything may change until the official launch, but as I was talking about the backs, they are removable, except those won't launch at the same time as the device. They just said end of June around, so don't expect to really be able to customize the hardware too much until a little bit after the phone's launched. Quickly, I wanted to touch on the size of the OnePlus One versus, say, the Galaxy S5. So right here, there's the Galaxy S5 compared to the OnePlus One. It's a little taller, it's definitely a little wider, but not too bad. Definitely probably going in and out of your pocket, you'll definitely notice a difference, but I think there's worse. Yeah, it's roughly about the same size as the Note 3 from what I've seen, and here is the Nexus 5 for you. Let me turn on. Sorry, again, one-handed operation here, it's a little hard. Let me just swipe up, down on the lock screen, there we go. So here's the two, Nexus 5 and the OnePlus One. As you can see, it pretty much dwarfs the Nexus 5, which is kind of a bummer. When it was first announced, we didn't know exactly how big it was going to be, the dimensions. They kind of teased us by covering or having a Sony cover it up, saying, whoa, we fit a 5-inch display inside this body, and now that we're seeing it, it's kind of a massive phone. I mean, I put the Moto X next to it and it was just ridiculous. So either way, if you guys have any questions at all about the OnePlus One, feel free to shoot them in the comment section below. I will answer any questions I possibly can, and if I can't answer it, I'm sure I can find someone who can. So until then, we're Droid Life. Peace.